eBay just blow me off? What's going on, everybody? James here, redoptionagency.com, 22 years selling on eBay. And after the horrific day yesterday on eBay, I sent the video to eBay for Business. My first tag along with that video, see if it can do anything positive for the community, for the site, for something. Probably just the way I read the response. I took it as a blow off, but I probably just read it in haste. So I'm going to read it again real quick. So I sent the video and I sent a long note about how long the issues have been going on, et cetera, et cetera. And I want anybody in the company who can help to see this, feel free to send it to your supervisors, whatever. Because it's disheartening putting in so much work and the business ain't growing because of issues on the website or what have you. So I don't remember exactly the wording, but all right, their response, eBay for Business on Facebook's response was, "Hi James, thanks so much for reaching out. We are always here to support sellers like yourself and pass along any concerns. We appreciate the time you have taken out of your day to share what you have posted. A great resource I would suggest is checking out the eBay community boards. Here you can find discussions with other sellers and collaborate to troubleshoot any issues you may face. Let us know, is there anything else we can assist you with?" And then sends me the rating system survey. It felt like a blow off. It felt like a blow off. Like, oh, I don't get it. Well, that was move one. Move one. All right. So yesterday, it was like 8:30. I only had $550. And I'm like, the day was just, I went probably 4 or 5 hours without an offer throughout the day. So the offers are still totally jacked up. I've been talking about that one for a while now. And there's obviously something huge wrong in the offer world. So at about 8:30, thankfully, I had a pair of Yeezys in my store that sold for $250. So that made my day. And that's an understatement. So that's the reason one of the reasons putting up higher dollar stuff in the store is just when they sell, they can save a day when we have all been fighting these issues for 2 years on eBay. Just out of the blue, one $250 sale saves the day. And now we're on to today. All right. So we're getting ready to hit 10 a.m. But yesterday, so I ended with $918. So it would have been 6, 7, 8. It would have took me up to $800 by 550, 6, 7, a little over 8. So I at least did about $100 between 9 p.m. and 2 a.m. And that's saying a lot compared to other days on eBay when at night it seems like everything just turns off. So I just got this hat from the bins and I'm trying to see if it fits right to my head because it's blues. So it almost kind of looks like it's too high in this video, so that's why I'm playing with it. But anyway, but what was disturbing before those shoes sold, I had 3 organic sold. 3 organic. 51,000 items and 3 organic. I got 5 organic. 41 items sold, 5 organic, 36 promoted. Again, another day where the promoted numbers are still very low. About 300 to 400,000 impressions low. Let's see if the page views are the same. 1290, 1290. Page views in the last 2 days were exactly the same, off by one. 1290, 1291, 1351, 1485, 1424, 13. So down a smidgen, but the impressions are definitely having issues again. Well, at least this morning it looks like maybe I had 3 items sell over 7-hour period last night, so it looked like there was probably some kind of a shutdown because I didn't check to see if those were sold or paid from the day. But 13 items at this point, 4 organic, 9 promoted. So already 4 organic today when I had 5 all day yesterday. So maybe whatever they did overnight will fix something today. We will see. Money wise, I'm going on 10 o'clock. I like to be 150, 250. I'm at 140. So at least I'm getting ready to hit the low end. Down 16%. So we were up about 16, 17% about 30 days ago. And now that's all been taken away from me. Even though putting up 100 plus items a day. But what you gonna do? Just got to keep fighting a good fight. Fighting a good fight. So I think today I'm going to post that video on the community board and see what, see if anything generates from that. Oh, nice. Sold, found on, yeah, this was a found on Friday item. Well, taken into offer anyway. They look enthusiastic with their comments. That Spider-Man all over print t-shirt. It's going to be close to if we turn a profit on found on Friday. I'll tell you that. It's going to be close. You'll have to hang in till the video, probably Saturday, to know for sure, but it's going to be close. Okay. I just want eBay to be fun again, you know? I just want it to be fun again. Where we don't have to wrestle with anything. We just have to figure things out on our own because we're doing something wrong, you know? It's more fun when you're trying to figure out your own wrongdoings as opposed to trying to figure out the website's issues. So maybe it's just the ticker on the clock that, or on the phone, that makes it look weird, but maybe not. Maybe I need to go down farther. I can't wear my glasses. There we go. How's that look? Maybe this one, maybe this hat ain't for me. All right. Let's see where we want to go. What's this? That's Adrian's Gmail. Get out of there. All right. YouTube today. Today's Thursday, right? My YouTube has fallen drastically. At least monetarily. Like in June, I got 1,700. Right now, I'm back down at 1,200. So it has dropped drastically. Doing the YouTube update. But my numbers are dropping, but this says everything's going up almost, except the money. So maybe there's just a lower cost per minute or whatever that's called, or whatever the initials are. You get so much money per 1,000 views, basically. And my per 1,000 views is usually in between $11 and $12. So maybe at this point, it's right now, being midsummer, maybe people aren't advertising for as high. because not as many people are online. So maybe it's down. I haven't checked. So maybe if I remember, I'll check that today. I don't even remember where to check it, or I would check it right now. But views, 41.1 thousand views, 45% more than the previous 7 days. 6.9 thousand watch hours, 21% more than 7 days. Plus 61 subscribers, 36 less than the 7 previous days, and $307.61 in the last 7 days. So if those numbers are telling me it's up, but my money's down, that's probably what it is. The cost per thousand have gone down in the advertising world. All right, I'm getting ready to hit 16,000 subscribers. How cool is that? 15,998 as I make this video. That's pretty cool. Pretty crazy. It's still, like I was talking about yesterday, I don't feel like I deserve anything that is happening. I don't. And somebody made a comment about something about who's at my door? Who would be at my door this early? I'm gonna have to go check this. Hang one sec. All right, another tree trimming bid. So I had to let him in. All right. So we get into some question and comments before we get the stuff shipped out. All right. Another sponsored selling said the Giro Pack colored mailers have the heavier plastic strip on them that won't stick in your hand. The white ones have the little weight clingy strip. Okay, good to know. Good to know. I'll make a video when I order them. I need to order stuff today because I'm just pushing it too close to the edge, especially on LP mailers. I love your St. Bernard auction idea. I think you can raise some money that way. Keep us posted. I always support rescue organizations. I'm working on, I don't want to give it away, but I got a cool idea what I want to do to the plush St. Bernards when I find them, and then do a little auction for St. Louis Stray Rescue. So I'm not going to give that away. I got to find the materials to do it. I just watched some of your retro early 90 videos. Love them. Curious, have you stayed in touch with any of the friends from the neighborhood? Hard work and determination. You have come a long way, James. Great job. Yes and no. The three, if you watched the original 3 videos, it was me, Dacry, and Steve. We've known each other since we were like before kindergarten. Dacry's always been his own person, building his little empire, if you will. He drives for a food delivery service that goes to the restaurants. Not Cisco, but the other one. I forget the name of it. But so he's a truck driver for them. And then the other friend, he just never changed. He was literally the friend who never changed, that we always made excuses for. That's just Steve. That's just Steve. That's just Steve. Well, you can only do that for so long in life, right? And it just got to the point where we all basically had to separate ourselves from him because he had no respect for anybody. He never gained respect for anything, himself, anybody, and never changed. And we had to move on because I moved on because on the last guy trip, I wanted to pay for everybody. Something I've always wanted to do. Pay for all my friends. Let's go. Smoky Mountains. I had one rule: don't bring nothing illegal. If you don't have a prescription for a drug, don't bring it. If you can't cross the state line with a handgun, don't bring it. And of course, him and a kind of friend I've known for a very long time I met through Steve. They both decided to bring drugs. So, and after I got wind of it, when I got back, I felt totally disrespected, and I said, I'm done. Move on. So, Daiquiri, he calls me when last time he really called me was when he was in the hospital thinking he was going to die. He had some real bad health issues. And I haven't heard from him since then. So, one of those kind of things. He's just always got something going on, so. Then there's others like Kevin. I talk to him every once in a while. He lives a couple of hours away now. But, yeah, for the most part, people in the video, not so much anymore. So, life happens, people move on. That's not to say when we're all in our 60s and retired that we're not flying down the highway, exploring the United States together. You know, it's not saying that won't happen or anything, but I don't think Steve will make it that far personally, but he's just too big of a, like I said, he has no respect for even himself, so it wouldn't surprise me if he's done, overdosed, and gone by then. But yeah, not so much. And then a bunch of others in the video. Corey, Danny, a bunch of others that were in there. Yeah, not so much. A couple of them we just don't talk to anymore because they've gone down the wrong roads for one reason or another. Whether it was just not being honest or drugs. And then Danny has a life of his own. So he kind of really pulled away from all of us, moved away and stuff. And he lives a couple of hours away now, hour and a half away, does his own thing. But yeah, not so much anymore. But like I said, you never know what the future holds and what would happen eventually when we all don't have responsibilities anymore. Because when we didn't have responsibilities, we were all the best of friends and terrorized South St. Louis and surrounding areas when one of us had a car. So actually had an eBay rep tell me eBay controls sales to making sure they don't overwhelm sellers because they don't know how much the seller can handle. Here's that statement again. Here's why I don't believe fully about them. Here's what I feel dictates that. Yes and no. I don't feel they control it, but if your numbers say you can't control it, then you're going to get suppressed. Say you got 1 day shipping and all your stuff is late. Well, guess what? You're going to get suppressed because your numbers are dropping. Like I have 1 day shipping, no late shipments. I have nothing in my numbers and my metrics that show I can't handle the volume that's coming my way. But if you start falling backwards, I think one instance would be if you have 3 day shipping or 5 day shipping, that's going to suppress some of your sales. But that's just as much as if you have 1 day and you're not making all the criterias, then that's going to suppress your sales. So my numbers have always been in line. So I feel the number system, the metrics that they have set up, is what will determine whether you're suppressed or not. And that's the way it should and supposed to be. So, and then they give you like 30 days to rebound and stuff like that. So that's all kind of built into the algorithm, I believe, and stuff. So, hi James, thank you for the support that you give us. Dude, I thought you were in your late 30s. Love the videos. Thank you. Late 30s. You sounded like Anna Delvey when you did that voice with the fake Russian hair. Don't know who she is. I have to Google that. Don't worry about that, James. I watch these videos to learn how to ship things cheaper. So why not make a little kickback on shipping supplies? Well, especially if I'm going to use them. List perfectly comments periodically on my channels. Great knowledge. James, how do you price 78s? I'm working on a lot that's mostly foreign, lots of stuff, not even on Discogs. Any suggestions? I don't really sell too much 78s. I've sold a couple, but I've been able to find them. I would say if you can't find them, price high with best offer and take what's comfortable if an offer comes in. Kind of find the stuff that's within the same realm if you can. Try typing like a stock number into Discogs and see if something close comes up, and it may be on the same label. Try a label search on Discogs, 78's label search, and see if you can find something within that time period or what have you, or near the same stock numbers. See if you can find any kind of comps on something similar, and then say like do a $99.99 price best offer type of thing, something like that. That's what I would suggest. That's what I would do if I was in that situation. Happily learned about Beefheart. James, you should do a raffle. One of 100 winners win. WE. I'm not sure what WE is. James, I'm going to order supplies as soon as I see what sizes you order. I love your ringtone. It kicks ass. A little Van Halen on the ringtone. It's okay to challenge yourself to do a variety of things to help your business as long as you're enjoying it. Yes. And it's not taking away from family time or time for important things in life. Living a simple life is a way to go to be stress-free. We don't really have a family life because everybody's always working. I looked up White Settlement, Texas. Okay, I didn't. I forgot to look that up. Long story short, it was a lone settlement of white colonists amid several Native American villages in Fort Worth area in the 1840s. All right, that makes sense. That's cool. All right, we'll end it here and then get to shipping. eBay is completely and utterly broken today. I sold 21 things yesterday, which is over normal for me, and today absolutely not one sale. I don't know why eBay does this controlling sale thing. It's getting really old. I don't think it's a controlling thing. I think it's a site issue problem. I really do. I don't think they have a handle on all the stuff they've done to the site. Somebody made a comment that they knew somebody who works with an eBay, and they were told that the lead programmer just quit. I don't think they have a handle on it. I think it's out of control. And they may be just, if a lead programmer quit, he probably just threw up his hands and said, I'm done with this. It's a mess. I'm just speculating there, but I could see that. And that's where my head thinks that the problems are. I think they're just doing so many changes, so many updates, and then so many things are going wrong that are not keeping up, trying to fix, and it's just been one long battle. And if it all goes into that 3-year program that I read to you guys about the server swap out, 3-year server swap out, it could be designed to just throw everything at the website at once within these 3 years thing and just try to build up from the bottom after you've got everything the way you think you want it. I don't know. If that's the case, we're 2 years in now. All right. Well, since I had some dings, let's see where we're at. We were at 140 at 10. We are at 1018 right now. I'm at 188. So let's go. Get the shipment done. Let's go. I had to ship the shoes. Oh, we don't need to print another one. With the eBay Authentic. Oh, that's what I need to do. I need to find out if I can drop FedEx off at the USPS. I know I can UPS, but can FedEx be dropped off at the USPS? Customers can drop off packages at any of the 56,000 locations U.S. Postal Service tender options. Customers can drop off their return packages at their post office. Okay, is this asking me? Okay, let me make sure that's the right question. What happens if I drop FedEx at USPS? What happens to FedEx packages returned to the USPS office? FedEx or UPS packages given to the post office will be handed over to the UPS or FedEx driver when they drop off packages we partner with them to deliver the last mile. So there we go. So I already knew USPS can be dropped off at the post office. FedEx can also be dropped off at the post office also. I kind of learned that just by watching, because I usually hit the time I hit the post office is when the UPS driver is backing up, and I always see him take out a bunch of stuff and drop off some stuff. So they are partnered together for that last mile. So if you do drop it off there, they are a drop-off hub for FedEx and USPS. So if you are going out of your way, you don't necessarily have to. And I've always dropped my UPS off at the USPS and never had any problems and any issues. So that is a go. All right, what's the oldest one here? So I know where I'm at. All right, let's go. And I did not grab a box for this. I always grab these when I find them. The big old thermoses from like QT or 7-Eleven. So I think Jan picked 3 of these up. This one's sold for $16, headed to Des Moines, Iowa. I'm just going to set that there until later. I want to do some stuff real quick. So get them moving. We got Wendy and Lisa from Prince's Days. Cassette tape sold for $4, headed to Bloomington, Minnesota. Yes, Wendy? Or yes, Lisa? Who says it first? Hey, Wendy. Yes, Lisa? I can't remember now. Is the water warm enough? Yes, Lisa. Shall we begin? Yes, Lisa. New girl named Nikki, I guess you could say she was a sex fiend. Met her at the hotel lobby, masturbating to a magazine. We got Under Armour. Blue cap, sold for $9.50, headed to Gainesville, Texas. Texas. Oh, man. Oh, I was talking about... I didn't see the comment. Something syndrome. I was going to start reading about that, where you just don't have... where you don't think you really deserve it, or you don't want to mess things up for yourself. What was it? Imposter syndrome, I think it was called. Anyway, imposter syndrome. Because I think that's two of my biggest problems is not feeling like I deserve anything, because I just feel like I've always been the biggest waste of life. And I'm guessing that's just because, you know, my upbringing and whatever. When you're brought up in low income or poor positions, you don't always have the most constructive or what's the word I'm looking for? To push you to enthusiasm, to a simple word, and I'm losing it. Merchman Seeds hat sold for $9.50, headed to Royalton, Illinois. Encouragement. Like I was the first person in my immediate family to graduate high school. I quit for a while and went back on my own. I said, no, I'm going to do it. Nobody cared if I quit. Nothing mattered. I had to do it on my own, make my own decision to do something. Not just walk away because I could and nobody cared. I think that was the first decision in my life that I made for myself, and was kind of like the crossing that line, if you will. No, I'm not going to be like everybody around me. I'm not going to be like my parents. You know, I think my dad only went to like 4th grade. He couldn't read and write. But he had to do that. He ended up getting polio, so he couldn't go to school because he was in the hospital for 8 years with polio. So he never really learned to read and write, but yet he was able to join the military. He drove a truck across the United States. And when I was with him, I don't know how he did it alone, to be honest with you, because I was always reading the road signs and stuff for him. And this is obviously before GPS and stuff. But he was able to get through life. And not just that, but travel and drive a truck and deliver stuff, make deliveries without being able to read and write. And we got some Tommy Hilfiger little baby overalls, sold for $7, headed to Silver Springs, Nevada. So I think the high school area for me was the first time where I said, no, I'm not accepting my surroundings. I'm doing something different. I'm doing something for me. And I remember not graduating actually, because since I quit and skipped school so much, I basically lost a whole year. So I was supposed to graduate in 1989, class of 1989. But since I missed a whole year, it was going to be the class of 90. Well, I was like, no, that ain't happening. So I ended up pushing hard, taking night classes. I got into the work program where you could get credit for going to work after school. So they got me a job at Kmart in the shoe department. And then some days I didn't even have to stay at school all day. It was only half a day. And then I ended up being able to get my diploma at like the half of the year, in between 89 and 90. My goal was not to be part of class of 1990 because I was supposed to be 89, right? So I at least made it the summer of 80. I guess it'd be the summer of 89 before the 90 school year or something like that. Anyway, however it works out. But anyway, a half a year early, a half a year late. So that was the first step to trying to do something for myself and become better than my surroundings. Next up, we got, are you ready for a Lindenwood hat lot? Yeah. 2 Lindenwood University hats. Sold for $14, headed to South Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So I've always, and being, but when I did get my diploma, there's 2 things I remember distinctly. The friend of mine I was talking about earlier, Danny, he took me up to the school to pick it up. He was the first person to say congratulations. And I think he was a year behind me, so I think he still had a year to go in high school. At that time, I'm not 100% sure. I think so. And then the other friend, Steve, his mom bought me an owl that said, "Congratulations, graduation owl," type of thing. And those were the two. And I'm sure like Steve and like Dacker and stuff said congratulations stuff too, but ooh, that rain just came out of nowhere. Those were the two positive remarks and situations from doing something for myself that I remember. So I had a hard time, like I still have a hard time, because it took so long to find what I wanted to do, and I still don't feel like it's real. I still feel like it's going to fall apart any day now. And because of that, it's very hard for me to enjoy a moment, because I'm always looking at the next moment. Is it going to fail? What do I need to do not to fail the next moment? Instead of just enjoying this moment. And I hate that about myself. I hate it. And I kind of feel like it's been beat into my head because of the way I had to try to figure things out with no encouragement or no support, and to try to do it on my own. And then the support I did get, I took it wrong. Like one of the girls I was dating was always trying to push me to do this and do that. But she was like a county girl. She was going to be fine in life. She was smart. But I always took it I wasn't good enough, instead of taking it as she's trying to help and motivate and push me, because I didn't know what that felt like. So I took it as I wasn't good enough. Man, my sinuses. Missouri Tigers hat. So for $8. It's okay, baby girl. There's no thunder. Or unless you're hearing it and I don't. Camden, Missouri. You're okay. You're all right. It's okay. So yeah. So I'm trying to. That's the thing I hate the most about me, is I can't enjoy the moment. And I want to so bad. But I'm just afraid if I do, it's going to fall apart tomorrow. And I think what I need to start realizing, instead of being like conservative with moving forward or doing things, I just need to go all in and put myself in a position, like if I put myself far enough ahead of tomorrow, then maybe I can start enjoying the day, if that makes sense. Like, put myself so far ahead that if something did happen tomorrow, it's not going to set me backwards. I'll still be able to enjoy the day. So I think I need to put myself into that headspace that, I hear the thunder now. I need to put myself in just be more aggressive on things, and it's okay to do a little more. Is it going to print this sideways again? I don't know why the reprint comes out sideways. I really don't. I don't get it. It shows it's supposed to be printing right, but it won't. Alrighty. Next up, we've got Hotel Transylvania 3 on Blu-ray. Sold for $4.20. Headed to El Segway, California. Sorry, that's not El Segway. El Segundo, California. I'm not even reading from. I'm not even paying attention. I'm just seeing first two letters and guessing. But if you can't, the first step to making changes is identifying the problems, So if I can identify them, then I can ultimately change them. That needs a little resurfacing. Are you ready for a CD lot? Yeah. Oh, no, a CD and a cassette lot. Sorry. We got Peacemaker cassette, Woodsmith CD. Both together sold for $17.17. And since I bought two with the free shipping, headed to Springfield, Missouri. I need to resurface that CD. That's all right, baby girl. It's okay, baby girl. It's okay. You can lay here beside me. It's okay. Next up, we got the Best of Stray Cats on CD, sold for $5. Headed to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Alrighty. Self-Resistant CD. Sold for $4. Headed to Van Nuys, California. Baby, here I am, a man, and I can give you what you want, but you got to come home to me. Only one international overnight going to England. Please select orders to get rates. Okay, that's weird. All right, next up we've got Dare to Resist Drugs. Oh, that's a pretty good offer. Let me see what it's on. T-shirt headed to England. Sold for $8.50. That thunder sounds like it's in a tube or something. It's got a weird echo effect to it. All right, Dare t-shirt. $8.53. 5.4. Well, if these people pay, we may just turn a profit. This found on Friday. It's okay, baby girl. Is that right? Gravy Train CD. Headed to Lawrenceville, Illinois. Sold for $7. She's back behind the computer. Poor girl. We already used all those fronts up. On something like this, I changed the front because the hinge is broke. But being it's a radio station promo and they have their call thing on there, I'm going to put this in with it just in case they're a collector and they wanted that cover. Because the picture was taken with that cover. So. There's no room for you to lay down back there, girl. You know, you can't get out, can you? You can't turn around. You got to back out like a truck. You got yourself in a pickle. You got yourself in a pickle. Oh, she's trying this turnaround. She got it. Goofy girl. So goofy. You're so goofy. You're so goofy. I don't know if this was my mom's. It reminds me of my mom because she collected trolls and she loved collecting cardinal stuff. This may have been my mom's. I don't remember now. But it sold for $630, headed to Texas City, Texas, going to its new life. Going to its new life. It's going to live on with somebody else, make new memories. Making new memories. Next up, we got Guitar Rock on cassette. Sold for $4, headed to South Lyon, Michigan. Baby, here I am, a man on your scene. I can give you what you want, but you gotta come home with me. Take my hand, don't be afraid. I'm going to prove every word I say. You know what I always wanted to do is like, maybe I should make shorts doing it or something. Put on a nice sophisticated hat and like a smoking jacket type of thing or something. Looks real sophisticated. And look like I'm reading from an old book and be like, we both lie silently still in the dead of the night. Although we both lie close together, we feel miles apart inside. Was it something I said or something I did? Did my words not come out right? Though I try. Poison, every rose has its thorn. And take like popular pop songs and try to turn them into like a sophisticated poem or something. Oh, goofy, I know. Wizard of Oz cassette. Sold for $5.40. Headed to Dayton, Ohio. Tape only. Tape only. You know, I'm a dreamer. And my heart's of gold. I had to run away high so I wouldn't come home low. All right. I am going REO Speedwagon cassette, so for $4, headed to Sidra, Puerto Rico. I am going to my ammunition for to enjoy the day today will be the shoes save this day tomorrow, and we had a bunch of cha-chings this morning. So we were at 188 at 10:18. It's 10:46. We're at 214, so not going up a lot, but at least it's going. And then I just had a bigger dollar item himself. He pays for $37. Whoops. That should have been medium mail. Going to Puerto Rico, James. That's medium mail, not ground. John Williams, Boston Pops Aisle C cassette tape. Sold for $3. Town Creek, Alabama. I don't remember taking that. I've been pushing my low end up to $3.50. Might have been the older one I took. Town Creek, Alabama. Next up, we've got Diane Gilman. Some teal pants. Women's pants. Sold for $8, headed to Rockwood, Tennessee. We got Road Trip, New Orleans, Louisiana t-shirt. Sold for $9.50. Let me get that Vern hair off there, which I'm guessing that's a Vern hair. It's a nice white one. He's the only one that had those white ones. Sold for $9.50, headed to Greensburg, North Carolina. Maybe today I'll look and see if I can get those Vern stickers a lot cheaper. Have them mass produced. A lot cheaper, but yet be able to make more profit on them. So I can give more to the Stray Rescue. And I could just like make a listing in my store or something for them. All right. Shivers frozen custard hat. Employee hat, obviously. Sold for $6, headed to Westchester, Ohio. Oh, yeah. Bonanza. I might just take all my stuff off Bonanza. I guess they do not follow the first doctrine on Bonanza. I had about 15 Mizzou, University of Missouri Tigers items taken down, saying that it was requested by the rights holder, and they're all used items. And that's not the first company they do that to. They won't allow a lot of different brands, even though it's a used product. So I don't understand why they don't follow the first doctrine of resale, because that's overreach. So that's one thing to be thankful, I guess, eBay stands behind, is the whole, is that a light thing or just me? Is the whole first doctrine thing, because that's just not right. And if you put up any more of this, you're going to be limited. Oh, like limited on Bonanza? Woo! You're scaring me. I can live without Bonanza. Bonanza has not only my 51,000 US listings on it, it also pulls over the 20,000 on all the other 10 sites. So it has all those items on there, because every once in a while I'll sell something on Bonanza in British pounds from the listing. So I've got over 100,000 listings on Bonanza, but yet I rarely get any sales. So I think I can do without your Bonanza. All right, I'm gonna get a box and some padding for this, and then get to the post office. So it's gonna be a short video. Oh no, because I gotta add it to the beginning of the other. I had to stop. All right. That is all. Got to splice them together now, which is going to take an extra hour to get the video up. All right. Love the videos, very informative. Hey there once again. Thanks for all the information you provide. Today's update: weird sales are up, but impressions are going down daily. My impressions are down 25 to 30%. Even worse. Yeah. And I've talked about that. So the promoted impressions, it could just be the same thing that happened to the organic ones, or they changed something. One of the two. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, because the page views are not really down as much. So I think it's just a glitch, another glitch. So alrighty. Okay, that's it. All right, thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Later.